Hey everyone, this is Armored, and I'm gonna cover an interesting war from Region 53, which took place between Alliance SPRS and then the Knights of Hope, who eventually lost hope by the end of this fight, and they changed their name to Hopeless Knights, which was pretty ironic. And now here you can see Freya, she's president of Region 156, and a couple of strong players who have decided to come in and try to give some hope to the Hopeless Knights or the Knights of Hope, whatever you want to call them. So basically, it seems like this war was initiated by the Knights of Hope, and their intention was to take over the metro. But one thing I want to mention is that I tried to contact both the alliances, the Hopeless Knights and the supreme leader of this region, SPRS, but they were not ready to answer. Funnily enough, nobody decided to respond, which was very sad indeed. So I believe this was a war of egos as well, because these guys have a big ego, and responding to a message is a big deal for them. Now the best part is that Mr. Rogue from Alliance RER or R3R, region 258, he also ported in, and his intention was to help these guys out. And then you can also see the infamous region invader Ileda, who is here to help out the Supreme Knights of this region, SPRS. So this is the basic setting of the war that I'm going to be covering for today. Now here you can see that these guys are all set for battle, and they had actually fought for a little while. And the tower on the bottom side of Hopeless Knights, it is already yellow. And first rally is actually from Mr. Troll, and he has decided to troll the Hopeless Knights by launching a rally of an infantry hero against a range-based garrison hero. And Mr. Alpha, he has decided to swarm down this rally because he is an alpha male in his real life. Oh my god, all the dragons. It's like Skyrim. You might want to use Fosroda here and delete this rally. But unfortunately, this is not Skyrim, and these are not real dragons as well. So yeah. So this rally went on for a little while, and eventually this rally got shattered to pieces because Ethan and Victor are obviously strong against an infantry-based rally. And if this Ethan was transcended, then of course it must be really hurtful to launch an infantry rally against this. So Mr. Alpha, he's pretty strong. And he also didn't bother to answer the question. Oh my god, look at the undead bull of Mr. Hans. I accidentally showed it. So I want to show you guys Mr. Whiskey. He defeated Save Me. Like, people say he is unbeatable, but let me tell you, he's not unbeatable. Players like Save Me are obviously strong, but other people are also on his level. Like Mr. Whiskey Dog, Hans, Changha, Kokobongo, even Ace. So these guys are really strong. So after a while, Rogue came in. He decided to swarm down this tower, and he was able to easily beat them. And funnily enough, they had taken out their garrison heroes, and they had taken out all their garrison leader, like Ethan, who was previously there. He also extracted his squads. So this was a funny bit of business. Like, the moment they saw Rogue, they ran for the hills, but eventually there were no hills. There was only water, and the Hopeless Knights drowned in that water. So this was a funny bit of fight, I would say. Like, why do you decide to go for the metro and then back off? And eventually, if you had to back off, you could have called the whales of appropriate level, like you called Miss Freya, but she got burned herself. Not burned as in eventually her base. But just saying, like Freya, if you know that in God of War, she is very good at burning things. So yeah, now this guy, Mr. Just Sebi, he was sleeping, and Mr. Rogue, he decided to wake him up with a New Year firework party. So the party is looking great because he's using Victor and Ilana for his garrison. He's very smart. He's using Ilana for garrison. I'm not sure why. Must be because he likes red ponies. So yeah, this was pretty much the Region 53 war. And now it got terminated, and the outcome is in front of you guys. Later on, Mr. Rogue, he took out some of his squads, and he burned down the other tower as well. And meanwhile, I'm making this video. It seems like Ronaldo has won a penalty for his team. This is super cool. So the Asian Champions League is going on. I think you guys don't watch it, but many Ronaldo fans like me, we do watch it. Sometimes, not every time. But here, Mr. Rogue-naldo, he has burned down another tower without any resistance. So this is it for today's Region War update. Thank you for watching, guys.